Always keep in mind, you are not begging your reality to be with your specific person. Your specific person is begging to be with you. Because Joseph Murphy would say the act of assuming the wish fulfilled state is kind of like an act of praying. But when you are praying for something, you're not begging for something, right? You are acting as if you already have it. And so if we think about it in our reality, we're never then asking something outside of ourselves to bring us something, to be with our specific person, to try to get them to love us, to obsess over us, because that's technically the state of not having what you desire. And sometimes that can actually be the only thing or reason as to why we're not seeing exactly what we want outside of us, is because we're in a state that feels as if we don't have it, but we're begging something outside of us in order to bring it to us. And a really good example or metaphor that's going to make this make sense is to imagine you go to a restaurant. When you go to a restaurant, you don't technically beg for your order. You don't plead with them to bring you your order. You just make your order and that's that. But imagine a reality in which you were begging for your food. The waiter or waitress would be so confused by this entire act. They may not even take your order correctly or wondering what you actually want because of this strange behavior. And your reality actually sees it in the same exact way. It is not something outside of you that is bringing you what you want. It is you altering your sense of self and thus altering your reality. And can you really beg or plead with anything outside of you? Imagine you're in a dream. What could you beg or plead to in your dream that could technically change your dream? And the answer would be absolutely nothing. You are the one that is altering your dream. Your dream is a representation of you. And so it is with your reality and with your specific person. Your specific person is begging and pleading to be in your reality. Just in the same way, an imaginative act or something within your mind wants to be fulfilled by you. But it is you that always has the choice. You are not begging to anyone, but actually yourself. And of course, you want to give yourself exactly what you want. And so we need to take a moment and ask ourselves, are we acting as the person who already has it? Or are we praying as if we are praying to something outside of us and hoping that it will come? Because you can't hope for something that you feel as if you already are. You can't hope to be with your specific person if you're already together. You can't hope to be your current name and date of birth and address and life because you feel as if you were already that person. How strange and odd would it be to beg your reality to give you the name that you already have? It's really confusing. But when we think about it, begging doesn't ever change our reality. It's our state. And when was the last time you begged for something and actually felt good about creating it and had it show up in the exact way you want? So don't think of your reality as something very concrete or very static that you need to alter or change. Think of it like a dream. Think of it like a dream that is entirely within your control. Are we begging for our reality to change, or are we trying to assume as if? Are we treating our prayers or the wish fulfilled state as something that's hoping to receive what we want? Or are we treating it as the individual, or are we acting as the person who already has exactly what they desire? So technically, as you are going throughout your day, you're not praying that things are going to be different, right? You are acting as if it is already that way. So you are not praying that the table is set for two at your house or for dinner or at your apartment or wherever. You are acting as if it already is. Because there's actually a quote in the Bible that says, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. So think about it in that way. It doesn't say beg for it and it will be yours. It doesn't say try as hard as you possibly can to change your reality and then it'll be yours. It states that it basically is already yours as long as you pretend or act as if, not pretend, I'm sorry I even said that, as you act as if it's already yours. I'll say the quote one more time. Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Again, nowhere, no place, no spot is it ever actually saying to beg for what you want. In order to beg for something is to basically confess that we don't actually have it. So would you say in your mind, in your thoughts, in your ways of actions, you feel as if you're doing things to get something? Because that essentially is begging your reality for what you want as well. But if you act as if you already have it, if you act as if there's actually nothing left to do, that all you actually need to do is actually just express the state, then you'll find everything shows up to you so much faster. So the texting, the calling, the hanging out, whatever you're trying to get with your specific person, stop begging for your reality and just give it to yourself. You are the one that is actively giving it to you. And I would really think of it as the way that your specific person is actually begging to be with you, right? If you're the creator of this reality, how amazing is that to be expressed? Meaning you have all these alternate versions of yourself, creating everything that you could ever imagine, being with every single person. And so wouldn't every kind of outcome or version of you kind of be begging to be the one that is expressed in your reality? So you're doing them a favor actually by being with them. And I know it sounds crazy, but that's actually how it is. And it's hard to think outside of the state if we do feel as if we've been begging our reality or trying to change it. But don't beg anymore. You're not someone who begs. You're someone who has. You're not someone who tries. You're someone who does. You're not someone who hopes. You're the person who expresses. And if you express it, you're going to find everything in your reality flows so much more effortlessly, because actually begging is actually the reason why we have anxiety, or we feel as if we have to work at all. Do you beg for do you have to work for something you feel as if you already have? The answer would be absolutely not. You are not begging. You are not slaving over anything in your reality. Your reality wants to bring you exactly what you want. A dream is trying as hard as it can to represent your current state and what you actually want it to be. And so your specific person and everything around you is no different. It's trying as hard as it possibly can to bring you what you want. Don't beg for it. Express it. Just be the individual that already has it, and you're going to see your reality change overnight. As well as this, thank you so much for stopping by today. I kind of have a shorter video today. I know I've been a little busy to not be posting every single day. So I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back in motion. As well as this, if you had any questions, any thoughts, anything like that, comment them down below. Any videos that you want me to make about your specific situation or question you might have with your specific person, I would absolutely love to. So comment that down below as well. As well as this, if you did want to reach out to me personally, make sure to head over to kyleaugustcoaching.com. If you know for a fact that you are no longer begging for your reality, it is yours. Make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video. As always, thank you so much for subscribing. Shout out to all my members. Again, try this out. Don't beg, be. Kind of like act or be aware in your reality of when you start to kind of beg for things or hope for things, and then ask yourself, why am I hoping for something that I feel I already have, right? Why am I begging for something that's actually wanting to be with me? Because you and your specific person begging to be begging to be with each other doesn't really do anything, right? So accept them into your reality. Don't beg for it, and you're going to see everything change.